This morning on DC News Now, we're going to be tracking those high temperatures today into the mid to upper 60s. However, a cold front will be swinging through today. Behind it, much colder air will trickle in just in time for tomorrow, as well as Wednesday and Thursday. We're talking high temperatures only into the 50s. Those overnight lows falling back into the 30s. So I'll have more details, and we'll finally start to notice a bit of a warm-up coming up.
And coming up this morning on DC News Now, 8 people hurt in a crash. What crews know in the early hours of the investigation.
And going head-to-head, where candidates to be Maryland's next governor are kicking off the week as election gets closer.
Plus, cracking down on crime. I'm Lex Juarez reporting in Northern Virginia this morning what Governor Glenn Youngkin is going to be announcing later today in the wake of tragedy. Stick around. You're watching DC News Now.
All right, good morning, and thanks for starting your morning with us here on DC News Now. It is 6 o'clock on a Monday. I'm Tanaya Wright.
And I'm Corey James. Meteorologist Jackie Layer standing by this morning with a look at your forecast. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning, Corey and Tanaya. We're waking up with mainly cloudy skies out there over the Capitol building. Can't quite tell just yet, just because we're still well ahead of sunrise this morning, which will be in about an hour and 15 minutes. But otherwise, radar out there this morning. We did just see a few rain showers just to the south of Lexington Park and just south of Calvert County, and this will continue to slide its way farther out towards the east. But we're also watching this cold front. That cold front could spark up a few of those passing showers later on today, but overall, many locations look to be dry for much of the day today. We'll see mainly cloudy skies persisting. Temperatures today, mid to upper 60s for those high temperatures, but then behind that cold front, much colder air, and we're talking temperatures low to mid 40s, what we're starting off with out towards the Midwest. Back here locally, we're starting off upper 50s in DC, and many of us are starting off into the 50s this morning, and this will likely be one of the warmest mornings over the next several days, so don't get used to it. I got 58 in DC. It's 54 right now in Leesburg, as well as Winchester and Martinsburg. Mid to upper 40s over towards Cumberland as well as Kaiser. Tuesday setup, though, much colder air will be trickling in behind that cold front. Talking high temperatures tomorrow, low to mid 50s, and then not only that, overnight tonight likely falling back into the upper 30s for many, but highs today mid to upper 60s. Tonight, as I had mentioned, mid to upper 30s for many, especially into the suburbs. Otherwise, a low of 40 in DC. We do have some freeze watches to talk about, and that's mainly back over towards westernmost parts of Maryland as well as parts of West Virginia. Something to keep in mind for overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning as those temperatures do fall back to near the freezing mark. I'll certainly have more details and look at towards the rest of that 7-day coming up. But Shanika's here with the very latest on traffic. How's it looking now?
Well, we have another crash, this time in Prince George's County. Actually, the second crash in Prince George's County. This is the inner loop stretch right near 201 Kenilworth Avenue in the Greenbelt area. You could see how slow it's getting, and this crash just came in. So do be careful in this area if you're planning to head out. Do take a detour. I would not take that inner loop stretch at this time. Look at that outer loop, though. You're looking okay. Now, speaking of that outer loop, we had some issues in Largo right near 214 Central Avenue. That did clear. So once you pass this point, you're looking pretty good overall. And a look at the roadways. Central Avenue and the Beltway is looking fine. Now, that inner and outer loop stretch right on the other side. That's in Silver Spring, right near Georgia Avenue. Hill and Dale, you're looking okay. 95 north and southbound, very clear. Looking at 270 overall, just watch for some delays coming out of Frederick heading southbound in the Hyattstown area. Clarksburg is looking a little slow, but once you get to Germantown, Gaithersburg, and Rockville, you're good to go.
Thank you, Shanika. Developing now this morning, 8 people injured after a crash in Damascus overnight. This all happened along Ridge Road right near Highview Avenue at about 8:30 last night. Montgomery County Fire and Rescue crews say 2 of the victims have serious injuries. The cause of that crash remains under investigation this morning.
Your time right now is 6:02. New this morning, police say one of the suspects responsible for a mass shooting in Harrisonburg, Virginia, is now in jail. Officers say they arrested 20-year-old Tyree Fleming yesterday afternoon. The shooting happened near the James Madison University campus. Police say multiple rounds were fired into a crowd at an outdoor gathering just before 2:30 in the morning. 8 people, all adults, were injured and are expected to be okay. Fleming is now being charged with attempted murder.
And just a day after that shooting in Harrisonburg, Virginia, Governor Glenn Youngkin says he's cracking down on crime in the Commonwealth.
DC News Now's Lex Juarez is live this morning in Northern Virginia with what we can expect from his announcement today. Good morning, Lex.
Good morning, Corey and Tanaya. Well, the governor will be announcing a new public safety initiative, and that's going to make impacts across the state. Looking at Northern Virginia crime alone, in a quick search on our website, you can see just in the past month, we've covered at least 8 shootings. Now, this announcement from the governor is going to be part of his violent crimes task force. He's set to have leaders from more than a dozen areas of Virginia standing by him as he makes the announcement. With multiple shootings, burglaries, and stabbings having been reported in Northern Virginia in just the past few weeks, all eyes are going to be on the governor to see what he's going to be doing to make a change. Now, he will be making this announcement today at 2 o'clock. That will be in Norfolk, Virginia. But don't worry, we will have coverage of it here on DC News Now coming up later this afternoon. Live in Northern Virginia, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Happening today, former D.C. Deputy Mayor Chris Geldart is expected to appear before a judge. Court documents show that Geldart is scheduled to be arraigned in Arlington General District Court around 2 o'clock this afternoon. He faces assault and battery charges after getting into an altercation at a gym earlier this month. Geldart resigned as D.C.'s Deputy Mayor of Public Safety last week.
Your time right now is 6:04. Governor Hogan will be making stops throughout Western Maryland this week. Today, Hogan is hosting the annual Appalachian Regional Commission Conference at Rocky Gap Resort in Cumberland. The governor will speak at Frostburg State University with Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf at noon. Hogan will also make a major announcement regarding regional transportation at 2:30 in Grantsville. Both events will be available to stream online. And Democratic candidate for Governor Wes Moore, well, he's going to be in Hagerstown today. Moore will be visiting local businesses for a walking tour this afternoon. He will also headline a fundraiser at the Maryland Theater later tonight. Also happening today, former President Donald Trump is expected to help fundraise for Republican candidate Dan Cox. Tickets to that event are not cheap. It'll run you more than $1,700 for the event's private cocktail reception. A photo with Trump and Cox, well, that will cost you $25,000. And new this morning, speed cameras are coming to school zones in Alexandria City after council voted to approve them on Saturday.
The ordinance is approved 6-0.
And you saw it there. The council unanimously voted to approve those speed cameras in 5 school zones in Alexandria. The new ordinance will impose a penalty of up to $100 for driving more than 10 miles above the posted speed limit. Now, the exact location of those cameras has not yet been determined. Alexandria joins Arlington County and Fairfax City in implementing those cameras.
Your time right now is 6:06. Developing now. 2 Arlington police officers are on paid leave after a shooting Friday night. It happened in the Green Valley neighborhood. DC News Now's Daniel Hamburg has an update on a program designed to provide more oversight within the police department.
Friday night, just after 7:30, Arlington County Police were called to the 2100 block of Shirlington Road for a report of shots fired.
I was shocked, right? As anyone would be when you hear of shootings and guns.
Officers heard shots as they arrived, and police say 44-year-old Elamin Muti of Waldorf refused to drop his gun. That's when one of the 2 officers on scene shot him.
Make sure when a citizen is shot or injured, that was the use of deadly force required.
Arlington NAACP President J.D. Spain is urging Arlington police to release body camera footage as soon as possible.
We're going to stay on top of it. Make no mistake about it, because people want to know. I know the folks in Green Valley, the citizens want to know. We want to know here at NAACP. And hope that everything was done correctly.
Spain says oversight is important and is happy the Northern Virginia Critical Incident Response Team is investigating.
In a case like this, not only do we want the CERT team to be involved, we want our Community Oversight Board to look into this matter when it involves officer-related shootings.
Members to that oversight board were just appointed in March, charged with advising the county board on how to improve transparency and accountability in the Arlington County Police Department. Spain says they still have to go through a lot of training.
We're quite positive that when they're fully functional, all right, that it will be another means of checks and balances in our government, something Arlington has not had ever.
And Muti is facing firearms charges. Additional charges are also pending. And breaking now, we're learning suicide drones strapped with explosives have struck the Ukrainian capital of Kyiv. The mayor of Kyiv said the capital's central district was hit the worst, with damage dealt to several apartment buildings and more areas going up in flames. Around 20 people had to be rescued from the rubble of one apartment building. Ukrainian officials said they shot down 13 drones in the Kyiv region. 6:08 is your time this morning. New this morning, President Biden calling the abandoned UK tax-cutting plan a mistake. British Prime Minister Liz Truss announced plans to cut taxes by £45 billion in September, but did not detail how the country would pay for them. Truss has now canceled £20 billion of those tax cuts, leaving the value of money plunging to a record low.
I think that the idea of cutting taxes on the super wealthy at a time when, anyway, I just think, I disagreed with the policy, but that's up to Great Britain to make that judgment, not me.
And the president says he is worried that other nations' fiscal policies could hurt the U.S. And despite Biden's comments, 63% of economists believe a recession will occur in the next year. This is according to a study that was done by the Wall Street Journal, rather. That number is up from nearly 50% in July, and the first time since 2020 that a majority of economists said a recession was looming. And new this morning, President Biden highlighting his administration's effort to lower prescription drug costs ahead of the midterm elections. The president believes the combination of lower drug costs and a historic increase to Social Security will be a big deal for senior citizens. Biden is currently confronting an inflation report that says consumer prices have jumped 6.6% in the last year.